Hey guys, today I will be telling you about traveling from Turkey to Greece by ferry. So first of all, unfortunately, there is no direct way to travel with one ferry from Turkey to Greece. You'll have to make a couple of stops. And this is definitely not the only option how you can travel. There's always other routes through the islands. But since I personally took this route, I want to talk about this one. So for this route is from Izmir to Çeşme, from Çeşme to Chios, and from Chios to Piraeus. And Piraeus is technically Athens because there's a tube stop, there's a metro station which goes directly to the center of the city. So it's not like a different city you'll have to travel or commute from. So let me start from how do we get from Izmir to Çeşme, because personally I had biggest struggle with this and I couldn't find information anywhere, at least not in English. So there is a bus which goes every hour from Izmir to Çeşme, and it costs about like 70, 80 Turkish lira, depending which way you go. And it goes from two locations. One is Otogar. Otogar is a Turkish way for bus station, like major bus station. And then also there is a transit station, like a smaller bus station, which was personally closer for where we were staying. And it's called Fahrettin Altay Merkezi. And then when you go to either, you pretty much will see this kind of, like shield which says Çeşme, and then there will be a guy, and you can see they sell tickets to Alakati, to Ilisa and Çeşme. Then you pay, and then the bus comes and you go in. Sometimes if you come too late, or if there are just too many people waiting, then you may have to wait for maybe another hour for the next bus to come, because it's kind of like first come first serve situation. So if they have too many people, and there's not enough places in the bus, then you won't make it. Personally, when I came, I took the first bus which was there, and there was no issues. But I can imagine that there could be instances when there are way too many people and you'll have to wait for the next bus. But again, like, unfortunately, they don't sell tickets in advance, and I'll link an article which describes how it works. Unfortunately, it's in Turkish, but you can translate in English, and it's pretty clear what they mean. Again, it costs you about 70 to 80 Turkish lira. It's about 1 hour, and it's very comfortable. It's very clean, and again, it goes from two locations. First, it starts at Otogar, and then goes to this transit station called Fahrettin Altay Merkezi. And you can easily find those locations on Google Maps. So once you're in Çeşme, first of all, Çeşme is a beautiful city. It has amazing view. And I want to recommend this small cafe, which has amazing view over the city. It's kind of hidden. It's not on the main street. But if you want to have a nice view and nice food, then that's where it is. And that's just my personal recommendations. I'm not affiliated with this cafe. I don't know the owners. I just personally liked it, and I think you'll like it too. So now, when it comes to going from Çeşme to Chios, I personally booked my ticket on ferry hopper. And then when I came to Chios, the ferry hopper told me that I need to pick up my ticket from Sunrise Tours, and that's, they have business cards, so you could pretty much email them directly. It cost me 25 euro. I think it says everywhere in Çeşme that like if you want to go to Chios, it's 25 euros. So I really don't know if there is any difference, contacting them directly or just buying it through a ferry hopper. For me, it was easier. It takes like 35 minutes. It's a very small ferry. It's a small, ship. And I think it fits like 2 cars. You could also go with car if you want to. And then there's no assigned seats. You get a boarding pass. You come, you sit, and it takes about 35 minutes. And then you are in Chios. Then in Chios, the place where you would board the boat to Piraeus, it's very obvious where it's located, about 10 o'clock, maybe like 20, 30 minutes before the start of the trip. You'll see a huge line of people lining up, so you can't miss it, where it's located at Chios, Chios. And the prices depend. It could be from 45 euro. I think there are 2. I think they go like twice a day. There's one in the morning, and there is one at 10:20. It's an overnight route. And then I personally book through Blue Star ferries, where you just like indicate from where you want to go, you pick a date, etc., etc. If you want to travel with a car, That's why you indicate it. And again, you can pretty much like that. It's a huge ship, and you could get a sitting place like over here. You can see this. There could be like a business. There could be like a better option, but pretty much it's all chairs. To be honest, like I don't see a big difference between the classes. And also interesting, what was quite shocking to me when I came is that some people came with sleeping bags, and pretty much like over here in the corner, they would just like take their sleeping bag, put it on the floor, and just, you know, like, and enjoy the trip more comfortably than just sitting in the chair. Or, you know, like there are some common areas over there with, you know, chairs and, you know, like sofas. So people would just like technically go and sleep on those sofas, even though they had allocated seats somewhere over here. And then this was an overnight trip. And then in the morning, I think around 6:30, everybody is asked to exit. And you exit through the, you know, like through this door, which is meant for the cars, but they let people out from this door. While entering, I think there is kind of like elevator or like there's some stairs from the side. So again, it depends what you want. The suits are very comfortable as well. You know, like if you are not good at sleeping in the chair, well, it's kind of, I think it's about 250 euros or something. But it's a nice place. It has, you know, cafes. It's like a small city on a boat. So and very interesting experience. You can go out, you can see the sea. You know, you can look at the stars and stuff. And they have a lot of sitting places. So that will be the last stop. So again, that's one of the ways how you can travel from Turkey to Greece. And again, you would go from Izmir to Çeşme. If you're traveling with your own car, you know, you can just pretty much like drive this distance, then take a ferry here, board your car on the smaller ferry, and then take it to the bigger ferry over here. And again, Piraeus is very close to Athens. You can take a metro. It's very close over here. I think the station literally says Piraeus, and it takes you to the center of Athens. And I hope this was helpful. I'll leave a couple of, you know, recommendations and links overall. So if this is from Izmir to Çeşme is 1 hour, this trip is 35 minutes. And I think Chios to Piraeus is about 8 hours, or maybe, yeah, I think it's 8 hours, because they have a trip from about 10 o'clock to, I think, 6:30. You're already in Greece. So I hope this was helpful. If you know of other alternative routes that you took or you want to recommend, leave them down in the comments. And I hope you enjoy your trip.